LGD's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
10.
LGD's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. LGD's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. LGD's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Prepare. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
LGD's turn to pick.
Lena.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to bat.
Beastmaster.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
LGD's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
LGD's turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Clockwork.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Yes.
Jeez. Missing top. I like what I see.
Hello, welcome back. Yes, we are ready for game number 3 of Liquid versus LGD. Are you ready?
I'm so excited for this. Get to see the LGD Arme Terrorblade again. We talked about how good they are on this hero, but it's interesting to see whether their 5-man kind of push strat early on is going to be able to overthrow Liquid.
Yeah, very interesting. Liquid choose to let the Terrorblade through once again. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. They just need to get one more glance at our faces before we go into the game.
That was definitely
completely understandable. I would do the same.
I like your modesty more than anything. That's the great bit about you.
It's my one of my best traits.
Yeah. So LGD get a deep observer ward down into the Radiant jungle on the side. So they're probably just trying to scout the lanes out when they have their ward mid as well. But nobody's showing under that ward at the moment. So it looks like Doom's going to head towards the bot lane actually against this Chen Beastmaster. I really like this. Obviously, Doom being a super good matchup against the Chen, you can just eat the Chen creep and run away and just chill. And until the Chen gets the 2 creeps online, it's going to be very difficult for him to gank that lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight rune swap as well, 50-50. 2 runes going each way. As once again, Terrorblade down in the bottom lane. So yeah, I mean, of course, if you do want to watch beautiful people's faces, then it doesn't have to be ours. You can go to epiclive.gg and check out the player cameras and see their reactions to the game happening live as it goes on. But right now, Mind Control taking a bit of harass from X-Nova here, but also trying to deal damage from the Infernal Blade onto Arme and try and get him off the creeps a little bit. But yeah,
absolutely. I love that the clocks are rotated towards the top lane as well to help the Beastmaster. Obviously, Morph's not particularly strong at the start of the game, especially when he's with these couple of other heroes. Kind of wants to get ahead in terms of farm and XP and really be able to exploit the difference between him and the enemy offlaner. So I think Beastmaster and Clock just really need to put the pressure on as much as they can and take away all the pressure coming out towards Arme, because we've seen what he can do with the free farm and how well he plays his Terrorblade.
Yeah, these lanes are, starting to look a little bit LGD favored in the early stages just because of this Terrorblade, but it's pretty even right now. But I'm always scared of the Arme Terrorblade personally. Was it like an 88% win rate on this hero before?
Yeah, before Epicenter they'd won 8 out of the 9 games that they played Terrorblade, which is
now 9 out of 10, so now 90% win rate on that hero, my word.
Oh, what a comp.
Beautiful comps onto 2 heroes, although FY has taken a lot of damage for it as well, so maybe biting off more than he can chew as he gets taken down by Miracle, and now Chalice just trying to throw down some right clicks there. Yeah, beautiful cogs, maybe not so much actually.
Oh, I love this. The Chen's not afraid to send the TP back at the start of the game because he knows he can TP back in.
Oh, Chalice could be in trouble as well as Miracle comes towards and getting a double kill early on in this laning phase, my lord.
Oh no, this is not what you want to do in the laning stages and more.
Jesus, you're rubbing off on me, dude. You're rubbing off on me.
Okay, so here comes the battery assault onto GH. He doesn't have a stun for 1 second, but he's going to have to use it to get away here, I think.
Yeah, well, just about making up that cliff, but FY hasn't given up just yet. And Arme coming in as well. There's a reflection, trying to get those Metamorphosis strikes in, but the cogs slightly off point.
And the Doom actually threw out the net on the top of the clock as well, so he was unable to chase further, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not what you want to do, give a Morphling a double kill at the start of the game, because Morphling is Liquid's key hero this game. Obviously, Morphling being a really good matchup against the Terrorblade, you just turn into him, steal the Metamorphosis, and just do all the things that Terrorblade does well back at them. And if they steal this reflection, look at all the auras they get. They get the Viper Corrosive Skin, they get the Beastmaster aura as well. It's going to be super good for them.
Yeah, true. And how valuable is a Lincoln Sphere on Miracle this game? I mean, you've got the Roar to obviously block it. What else is there?
There's the Viper Strike as well.
Yeah,
there's the Sunder. There's lots of good skills here for the Lincolns on the Morph.
Yeah,
the Chen rotates in.
But Matumbaman's going down. He gets taken down in the trees there, thanks to that Chen rotation.
Yeah, normally this is a very Lina favoured matchup. I think, like Kyle said on the panel, the distance of being able to keep between you and the Viper really helps. But unfortunately, when that Chen rotates in, you can still kill that Lina very easily. All you need is the slow from the Viper on top.
Yep. Well, LGD putting on the pressure with Arme in the bottom lane, but it is Miracle who is coming out tops on this laning phase. He gets 2 kills and now pulling ahead on last hits as well, as Kuroki's just chasing down Chalice, and Chalice has got a certain dragon pest problem which he can't quite get rid of.
I love how Liquid have drafted this game as well. Oh, GH actually might be in trouble. There's a reflection.
He's going to try and get up onto the cliffs as well, but
oh no!
no.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, so basically what happened there was Clockwork pushed him back and basically messed everything up. But at least Chalice goes down the top lane.
Yeah, so Kuroki does get that kill, and that's going to be another more assist goal for Morphling. 15 denies already. So when I talked about him needing XP, he's like, "Don't worry, I've got you. I'm just going to get all the denies and really boost myself up towards this mid game." Especially with GH rotating towards this mid lane, he doesn't need too much help apart from the Jakiro.
No, and yeah, so mind control.
Triple mango again.
With the triple mangoes. I mean, we're seeing this a lot. How much was that? Like 2.25 health regen, and of course, you know, 3 lots of. Does he have another mango in his? Oh no, he doesn't.
No, so it's 0.7 health regen per one, so 2.1 over the 3 mangoes. Quick maths with Mo Farah there.
Yep.
Great guy. So I've heard. It's fine. So yeah, Miracle in this top lane, but Arme is just as well in this bottom lane on the Terrorblade. Is also having a pretty good time on this Terrorblade. Obviously, doesn't have the kills that Miracle does, but he's going to be happy with how things are going. Just needs to be careful against this Doom, that when the Doom does hit level 6, that he doesn't let himself get picked off, especially with the GH stun over the top.
No,
he's actually getting low in the bot lane on the Terrorblade. Is he going to go down? Yeah,
he is.
There you go.
You know, audio casts are fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm here for you guys. It's alright.
In the middle lane, it looks like they are looking to maybe go in on this. Though Matumban and Kuroki playing around. You've also got FY here and Chen is nearby as well, so a total of 5 heroes hanging around this mid lane.
I mean, it's really easy to kill this Lina because she's not a very mobile hero. She does have the range between herself and the Viper, but yeah, here we go. FY is going to walk in here and see who we can get.
Oh, the Light Strike Array actually lands on the Clockwork, which is pretty big. Now GH follows up with the Burrow Strike, and he's stuck inside, and he does actually go down. Now X-Nova coming in, Matumban getting very low, will drop to X-Nova, but now X-Nova could go down as well, but GH, he's poisoned up. He's just trying to get the stun off onto Somnus, but won't be successful. And X-Nova does get a double kill. I think actually the wind from the Whirlwind River finished him off somehow. Yeah,
it was a great play though by X-Nova. Tried to send the clock back, unfortunately didn't quite manage it in time before he fell, but yeah, fantastic play there by and good rotations from Liquid too. Yeah, just to make sure they don't the dive doesn't go unpunished.
A lot of action in this middle lane, but Miracle kind of happy to have some attention taken off his lane, so he can just kind of lay back and get some farm.
Yeah, I think this Morphling is going to be much happier against the Beastmaster than the Terrorblade is up against the Doom. We talked about when he gets that level 6, he's in trouble. When you see Matumban rotating in now as well, they understand the importance of killing this Terrorblade and how important he is to the LGD draft.
Matumban though, looking around
he's only level 5.
Extremely early rotation, as he does drop a Light Strike Array, and they are actually able to finish off Arme. And
Mind control. Oh, GH is coming in though.
And in comes GH. The Scorpion is hungry. It wants to sting and does stun up FY in the trees. Now that Scorched Earth is thrown out and FY will drop, but in comes Somnus looking to do some damage to Mind Control. But actually got to be careful because Mind Control does hit 6, and now the Doom comes out onto that Viper with a Light Strike Array, and he does go down. Oh wow, what a timing!
I don't think I've seen Alina ever rotate away from the mid lane before she gets level 6.
Yeah,
but that actually went pretty well.
It went extremely well, I would say. 3 kills down here in this bottom lane. FY, Arme and Somnus all dropping.
But that's fantastic as well because they're just 4-manning at the moment. They're taking all the pressure off Miracle, who does actually take the tier 1 top already. And Liquid are 3,000 gold up at 7 minutes into the game. And this is before they've taken this tower.
What a game so far for Miracle. So he gets a double kill on the top lane. Now he's just allowed to hit creeps and basically do whatever he wants. Look at how far up the lane he is. He's literally just, he's probably just chilling.
The problem is LGD have such bad lockdown against this Morphling until this Beastmaster gets level 6. Because the clock's normally good against these immobile heroes, but obviously Morph can just waveform away.
Miracle's just following Chalice on the trees. How dare you come to my lane? I was hitting creeps, you don't interrupt me. And,
well, Chalice. 1 second to the waveform.
Yeah, and he's dead.
I love how he does it the minimum distance.
Yeah, the minimum distance waveform, just for fun.
Shows that he knows exactly where he is.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, Kuro might be in a spot of bother here.
Yeah, meanwhile, X-Nova, there's a whole load of Liquid players coming in, and they've just found this Laguna Blade on the Luna.
Kuro is going to go down in the trees to the side to the clock, so they do get 1 kill here on LGD. Pretty good. But I love how Miracle just joins them now. They know how strong they are. And the Chalice really needs level 6 on this Beastmaster. He's only just hit level 5. And we're 8 minutes into the game. That's really not what you want to see from your Beastmaster.
No, definitely not. He is looking for that level 6, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty vicious, and in comes GH to scare away. They don't want to give him this level so easily, and Miracle's got a double damage. Oh my word, he's just coming in and dealing the damage to Chalice, taking him out.
Yeah, that was... Oh my word, it's so much base damage as well because of all the agi from the Morph game. I can't help it, man. I just do it to myself. The thing is though, again, Terrorblade, although he died, he's having an okay time. It's just Miracle's out of control at this moment, it feels like. When he gets that Lincoln Sphere, I think he's just going to be able to do whatever he wants on this map. Just wandering around, not really in fear of anything. There's only the rule that he has to worry about, really, and this is the problem with the last pick.
Going on Ame here. And Ame doesn't know what to do. Yeah, double damage.
He is quicker on the Terrorblade, though, so might have to wait for the waveform. He's still going. Is he going to die for this? No,
just forcing Ame all the way back, wasting his time.
Here we go, and Matumba Man in this mid lane trying to force the tower in. Get some damage off. I'm not sure what this Chen... You know, the Chen in Game 2 did quite a lot of work in the early laning stage, but it feels like the supports on Liquid are so much better at dealing with it this time, and it feels like they're ready for it.
Yeah, well, GH jumps in. They managed to get the Doom off before the Viper Strike goes down, but the send back to base is...
Yeah.
No, is it purged off? I think it's purged off by the creep. Oh my god, mind control. Following down and able to kill off the Viper. Meanwhile, Chen does just TP out in front of it.
What a fantastic play by mind control. He obviously thought like one step ahead of himself and he knew that was going to come out from the Chen. And what a play from him.
Had that purge ready. Wow.
So, although, you know, Matumba isn't really known for playing this, you know, it's usually Miracle that does it for Liquid. I think he's doing a decent job so far. He's playing it in a style that he usually does with the other heroes. You know, sometimes we see other leader players really kind of go away, go and farm, push the way out, go back to the jungle, try and farm, get their Yules online before they really commit to start fighting. Matumba, we know what Matumba's like. He plays those heroes and he's like, guys, I'm going to fight all the time. Like his Vipers and his Razors and things like that, his Lone Druids as well. And look at that net worth chart. Miracle.
Miracle is having a good game, it's safe to say.
Yeah, and he's getting closer to that Lincoln Sphere now, about 2,000 gold away. He's just, they're not even contesting him on LGD in this top lane, but can they?
Middle tower is under attack.
I'm gonna go no. It's a very tricky hero to bring down. I mean, maybe the Clockwork can with a roar from the Beastmaster should be enough, but it's so much commitment.
Yeah, even then, when the Lincoln Sphere comes up, it's going to be very difficult. I love how FY is holding onto this tome here to get the level 6. He doesn't want to show it in case Liquid are looking at the scoreboard, in case he didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so what happens is you don't get to see the level change on the scoreboard until they reveal themselves from the fog. So that's a cool little play from FY. And there is the Max Infernal Blade on Mind Control as well, really going for that all-out damage. I think this is the best build on Doom. He's actually gone for the only 2 points in waveform build on Morph as well, which we usually see kind of like a 4-0-4 build, but he's putting more points in adaptive strike, so really understands his kill potential on this Morph, I feel like.
Okay, yeah, going for the aggression. Meanwhile, Chalice looking to push this hero down at the bottom. And they've got all these Chen creeps, so it's not too much of an issue, but Miracle just solo takes the tower at top.
Oh, mid lane.
Mid lane, the shout is out onto the Doom. Can they deal with damage to bring him down? Meanwhile, Matumba Man caught inside the cogs with FY. The Doom is going to drop, and now so is Matumba Man as well. So 2 heroes dead on the side of Liquid. A nice little fight here from LGD. They don't defend their tier 1 tower, but they certainly punish Liquid for taking it.
Yeah, fantastic rotations and spell usage by LGD. They instantly roar the Doom, and then at the same time, FY just jumps onto the Lina straight away. He knows that she has no mobility at the moment, no force staff, nothing to help her, so she's just going to die just by the clock himself. And it just means that everyone can focus on the Doom because he's a much tankier target.
Yep, and GH, well, he's just going to scuttle away from this top lane, but this is what we've seen a lot of Sand Kings they do recently, is just like push out waves, you know, use that invis, use that natural escape, and just be able to farm very aggressively and shut out waves and be a pain.
Yeah, they need to make sure they get that blink on GH at a reasonable time because he's their main form of initiation. You know, they do have this Doom that can run in, and the Jakiro Ice Path is quite nice, but you know, he's their main form of blink stun. So the quicker he can get that online, the quicker they're going to be able to group up and take fights, I feel. Yeah, it's very difficult without that blink.
Summoner's coming in on the top lane. Wondering if they're going to try and punish GH for this.
I think they will.
He's trying to run to the tree line, but there's a hook shot from FY. FY runs away. Yeah, oh, okay.
GH is trying to burrow strike into the trees here.
Yeah, will be successful, but he gets followed, and there's a flares, and that is going to be enough to bring him down.
Yeah, that Nether Toxin from the Viper, just about enough to tick him over, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty close, though. Pretty close.
Very close.
Jakiro, well, he's sitting on level 7 right now, but hasn't leveled that ultimate.
I love that he's gone for this max dual breath build as well. That's something we're seeing more and more with Jakiros now, where they can just use it to push out waves. It means that their cores aren't going to be in this situation where they're showing in lanes and they could die to possible rotations and ganks from LGD. So just, if your Jakiro dies, it really doesn't matter as much, does it?
Yep. Chalice now hitting level 7, wants to use that roar on somebody now that it's up, so with the aggressive movements here, him and FY unable to find anybody there, but in comes GH.
Viper's gone for a really stat-heavy build. He's gone for the 1 double Wraith Band, and he has gone the Hood as well to help himself survive against a lot of this magical damage from Liquid that they have. Only really the Morph that kind of does physical damage at this point in the game. Lina right clicks are nice, and we'll probably see more physical damage later, like we saw from the Iceberg Lina earlier, but at the moment, that Hood's going to be really valuable for him.
Yep, nice little D-ward by Kuroki there. Didn't get the sentry, but apparently don't care about the sentry.
Yeah, it's fine, you don't need it. Oh no, X-Nova might be in trouble here.
Oh, doesn't get the stun off and actually cooks up the Epicenter despite the big creeps. There's the Ice Path onto X-Nova, and Miracle finishes the job.
Yeah, that
the Epicenter was a bait, wasn't it?
Yeah, GH just knew.
Yeah,
he knew that his team
if you
was
get
there
him to
for
use the stun, then they can't stun the Morphling.
What a smart man.
What a smart guy.
We won't talk about that LSA though, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That was a zoning LSA. No.
Matumbaman has a haste through now, and I love what they're doing here. They're just running into the Roche pit.
Yep, Lincoln Sphere up on Miracle, so it is very much go time for Liquid. I must say this game is GH. He's going to try and just TP.
Oh, no way. Oh, I thought he was going to get out with that.
Yeah, pretty sure Dan was going to take him down, but I don't know.
There's no way LGD expect this early Roche though.
No, what if they do? They don't want to go and contest it. And now, oh my god, Morphling, he's going to go for the shotgun after this. Yeah, sorry, you can't call it shotgun anymore, actually, I've decided, because on level 25 on Morphling, you have the 3 adaptive strike multi-shot.
So that's the shotgun?
So that's the shotgun.
Right,
so
okay.
this is like the, I don't know, the cannon or something.
Sniper.
I don't know.
Well, you can't say sniper.
You can't say sniper, dude.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. So, yeah, he does have the Lincoln, so that's going to be really useful. We've talked about how good it is against the Raw, Sunder, Viper Strike, and when he gets that F-Blade, I feel like there's quite a few heroes in trouble this game, even the Terrorblade with his low HP pool. You know, he's going to die to that F-Blade adaptive strike.
Yeah, I think he is.
With the waveform on top as well, it's so much magic burst, so probably look for an early BKB on the Terrorblade so he can actually just survive. Here we go. Beastmaster going for that Necro 3 as soon as he can. He's actually only got the...
Also working very quickly towards this Blink Dagger. He's got 14.5 in the
there's a couple of items they're waiting for. One will be the GH Blink. The second is potentially the E-Blade coming up on Miracle. And the Shadow Blade, Lina will be building into, but she's just finished the Yule.
The Ghost Scepter is flying out to him right now, so that to look forward to. They're building a Yule Scepter actually onto Kuroki. There we go. There's the smoke coming out. So he got the double null and a haste rune as well, and a Yule Scepter, and they're gonna find Chalice. That's gonna be the main form of initiation gone. Side of LGD, can they find +1? They can't actually FY. Yeah, the LSA misses. FY. Yeah. Nice path, flying on through, misses, but yeah, they're going to be fighting around Shrine. I don't think you really want to be doing that, but Mind Control is also here. Hook shot does land out onto Matumbaman. He can use himself, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing. There's the Macro Pyre, as well as all the Ice Path. Matsu, he lives somehow, maybe.
I think he's dead, though.
No, he's dead, he's dead.
Die Shrine pusher.
But, oh, FY, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He cogs, but, guess what beats cogs?
Damage?
Yep. Waveform too, but yeah, there is that.
A 10,500k, 10,500 net worth Morphling.
Miracle at level 14, yeah, that's just looking very painful, and he actually just waveform aggressively. And
that's actually a big one. That might just be the T2.
Yeah, that is actually massive, and that's also the Blink Dagger that GH does have, and that's also going to be the T2 tower secured thanks to that wonderful TP interrupts coming out from GH. Oh, speaking of Arme, it's going to be burst down. He gets the Sunder off out into Matsu, as Kuroki is going to be brought down by maybe on the top lane, but GH having a bit of a does blink Burrow Strike forward, does find FY does activate the battery itself, and the hook shots up to the high ground. Nicely done there, and X-Nova says you could go back home. No! Oh, I was waiting for that to come out. But yeah, X-Nova gets found in the trees. God damn it, Danog.
He's blaming you for what's going on.
Yep.
There's a DD top, by the way.
Oh.
How is Chen filthy? There we go. That's the response.
That's the better one. That's
a little morphling, and they're gonna have the cannon, not the shotgun, the ethereal blade available pretty soon.
And he gets another DD like we saw earlier, and he is hitting hard. Look at that damage, above 400 now, about 450 damage.
Yep, 19 minutes into the game. Don't go near him.
Yeah,
would be my advice.
A few hundred gold off the F blade as well, and tower go.
Yeah, it's just melting under him. This is a tier 2 tower. 19 minutes into the game, Miracle just completely like destroys it. I
think KuroKy's got 4 points in liquid fire as well, so their push potential is actually pretty good at this point in the game.
Certainly is. Certainly is. And well, Matumaman, he's supposed to be playing this kind of space creating Lina, but he hasn't even been needed to do anything this game.
Yeah. You see the deep ward that Liquid have put in the bottom LGD jungle as well. Shows them coming out of their base in the mid lane too. That bottom area jungle, and yeah, they're going to go for the fake back here. I really like this from Liquid. With this F blade showing, the rocket flare's not going to reveal them, so I think Beastmaster feels safe.
Oh, Chalice, no! Look at the damage there. It will be enough to finish him off with that.
Oh, the ice path.
Fiery salt.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a longer duration ice path. It was only level 1. Sorry, guys. Fake hype.
Fake hype.
Miracle taking over the Beastmaster.
Yep, just standing in the front lines.
It's really good for him because it means they get the aura and they can summon the creep as well, which can always be useful.
Extra push.
Let's see, but with this F blade reveal,
actually.
Okay, I knew. Just saying, you know.
Could have been good.
They still have the Aegis on Miracle, I think. Oh no, okay, sorry, they did lose. I didn't hear a timeout. So. But again,
hook shot. Straight on through the hero, but then yields up immediately in FY. Look at frozen up. No damage, and now actually Matumaman just going to drop. KuroKy as well, going to fall down to Arme's right clicks. Mind control kind of get away. Meanwhile, Miracle on the back lines will just blow up the Chen, takes himself a little kill, and now maybe coming back in. As Chalice taking a fair amount of damage, and can he find the last hit? Doesn't seem like he can. Yes, waveform up onto the high ground. FY got to be careful as well. Will go down. Arme, the last surviving member, trying to fight it up versus Miracle, but with the burst strike from GH, is it enough?
Good blink.
Forward, and they do take down Arme with that ethereal blade off cooldown.
An ultra kill for Miracle. The thing is, the Terror Blade was about to sunder the Sanking there, but as soon as he blinks away, he doesn't want to sunder Miracle because he's on low health as well.
Yeah, there's nothing to sunder, and now Somna's getting sent back to base, but will throw out a bit of damage just before he goes down.
The scare tactic, that one.
Yeah, luckily, Liquid can't really push off the back of this, but at the same time, you just gave Miracle an ultra kill. Like, this is pretty bad.
Look at the net worth now. He's 5,000 gold ahead of the Terrorblade almost, which is pretty crazy at 20 minutes into the game, especially with how fast Terrorblade farms.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised that Morphling's going for the Manta instead of the... I think he could have gone for like a BKB or something as well, just to try and help them end the game earlier, but do they need to end the game soon? There's no really pressure on them, is there? Because Morphling's had such a great time, and he scales better than Terrorblade into the late game. It's a good matchup for him.
Okay, well, I guess they'll be happy to run the clock down then.
Yeah, Matumbaman does get a 4-staff as well, sorry, so going to be helping out against the clock.
Going for the Aghanims, interestingly, so not really looking at our physical damage build.
Yeah, definitely the right play. They need that burst pure damage against the Terrorblade. You saw how little that Laguna Blade did against the clock. I imagine he's got like a cloak or a hood or something, but yeah, when you get that pure damage on the Lina, the Terrorblade has to live in fear, I think.
Yeah, you're right. So GH with some pretty big plays this game as well, with the blink stuns, and Viper's actually gone for the Maelstrom this game. Okay, so the increased damage on that gonna work very nicely with the Nether Toxin, but I mean, you compare the Viper's items to the Morphling's items, you kind of go, oh, okay, you know, it doesn't really compare.
I would have liked to have seen an Orchid on the Viper maybe this game to help with the morph, but when he gets his, when he gets his Manta online, I thought he just finished it, but he's got the Asher only, and when he gets his Manta online, it basically makes the Orchid useless at that point.
Yeah,
sad.
That's true. Maybe that's why he's chosen to build it, because he's just preparing for that pickup.
I mean, if it gets to that point in the late game, I'd like to see Viper go for a Hex so they can actually kill the Morph, but it's going to be ages away before they get to that.
Yep. Arme. Being caught out by the Miracle Matumbaman, and this is a lot of damage, and they just blow up Arme, no trouble at all.
Also, actually, the Manta on the Morphling is really good at taking off the reflection. We talked about that a bit earlier.
Fight in the middle lane. They actually managed to get down the Doom, but then the shout comes out onto the Jakiro as well. With the stun from the Centaur, they will look him down long enough to kill him. GH coming in the back, but the hero he's trying to get just got sent back to base. Will get a couple of strikes off up on FY, but he's got that Glimmer Cape. Now, the moment he comes out of Invis, he yields him up, and Miracle ready to catch him when he comes crashing back down to Earth. Waveform through, and with that, Ethereal Blade finishes the job.
How do you stop this more? It feels like it's a very poor protect. Oh, but
they're going on to the Timberman here. Lina in a lot of trouble with the poison. Going to finish her off. Maybe not quite, especially with that Yul's going to save her out.
Here goes Miracle onto the Viper though. He does have the corrosive skin.
Lincoln's popped by the Chen.
Look at it.
And Somnus trying to do as much as he can, but and then the Morphing turns into the Viper and could just blow up Somnus back into Morphing form and uses the adapted strike there.
Yeah, obviously when he turns into the Viper, he gets the Nether Toxin, which if he lays down onto the Viper, suddenly gets rid of the corrosive skin, making it much easier to blow that Viper
and then
up.
Turn back into the Morphling. Hello.
LGD again. We talked about the wards a bit last game, but look at their warding on the map at the moment. They've got this ward in the mid lane, and they've got this really defensive one in the top lane. They see nothing of Liquid when they rotate in.
Yeah.
And if you look at the courier at the moment for Liquid, it's actually scouting out the Roche, which I also really like.
Yeah, it's waiting for that timer there, and shouldn't be too long, in fact. Only less than a minute left.
Yeah. Mind Control's having a bit of a rough game here, though, I feel. But I think that's to be seen against the Chen. Obviously, in the laning stage, the Doom does really well against the Chen, but when it gets to these mid to late game team fights, as soon as he uses that Doom, Chen just sends them home. And if they don't burst them down in the time, they're going to be completely fine, and they can just TP back into the fight when the Doom ends. Yeah,
that's true, but you know, you still... Depending on where you're fighting, sometimes there's not that ability to TP straight back in.
That's true.
And that can hurt, but then again, with how aggressive Liquid's been taking these fights, you know, they're usually close enough.
But again, something like a Viper would usually he wouldn't be able to do anything in a fight anyway. Like, he has the Maelstrom and stuff, but a lot of his damage comes out from the orb. Oh, sorry, it's not an orb, I can't say that anymore. No orbs in Dota, are there?
No.
Actually, yeah, so FY... LGD have a really good vision for the Roche pit.
They see the Roshan, and they're going to take it extremely quickly. Liquid, they need to get it together.
This courier's going in, they're going to scout it.
Well, they will see it. And Miracle is nearby, so they see this Roshan going on. They're going to put the courier right over it, use that invincibility, and in they go. The hookshot comes out. Miracle turning into a Terror Blade, though, getting very low. Miracle needs to be careful. Hopping that Mantle, getting back out, and now turns it back around, and brings down Chalice in the Epicenter, doing quite a lot of work, although Somna's very tanky for magic damage. Now Kuroki jumping in, Batumman coming in as well. They can't bring down the Roshan, they do bring down Arne instead. Somna's doing whatever he can, runs inside, but can't bring down the Aegis, and now will die. Oh my god, what a fight from Liquid. LGD unable to take control of this Roshan. They got it so low, but Liquid scouting with the courier and then just jumping in with everything they've got and managed to take down everybody on LGD. Yeah,
LGD say, we've got a Hawk, and Liquid say, don't worry, we've got a courier that we can use to scout with instead.
Just as good. Now they do have the 2 buybacks on LGD, so this can still be a 5-on-5 fight. They buy back on Mind Control to try and get that Doom into the fight.
There's no Metamorphosis though for the Terrorblade, even if he does buy back.
That's true, and that's a large amount of their damage gone.
Yeah, with this level 4 Liquid Fire, the tower's just like...
It's probably their only damage gone.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's why the Viper went for the Maelstrom, so they can actually increase some sort of damage output.
Here we go, it's Morphling immediately turning back and laying down that Nether Toxin, and oh my god, Chen just gets destroyed by the cannon.
Do you remember when I said some heroes might be in trouble when this Miracle gets an F-Blade on this Morph? Chen was definitely one of them. Here we go. He might actually just go on top of the Viper here.
Yeah, it's a fair amount of damage coming down. The hookshot does miss. What a nice regular bomb in the ice pump. It's going to finish off Somnus. Now the Tuberman does go down in the background, but Miracle, he's dealing with FY right inside the base here. Miracle, he's also still got that Aegis available in the back end of the fight. Chalice trying to run away from Mind Control Kuroki, but they have got that Dust available. Now GH comes in with the Burrow Strike. They will be able to bring down Chalice here, I think, although he is giving them a good old run around. And now the ice pump just about connects, and Mind Control brings down that Infernal Blade to finish off the Beastmaster. And now Liquid looking at a very good situation to take another Rax and possibly the game here.
17,000 gold advantage at 27 minutes into the game.
That's a whole lot of gold, and a whole lot of it is on Miracle as well.
And they're just, they're absolutely ruining them now. They still have the Aegis. They have the Manta and the Lincolns on the Morph, so he's not in any trouble. And this is LGD's lack of lockdown all over here. Morph hasn't even died the whole game. I think he's 20-0-4 or something, which is absolutely crazy. And Arme needs to run the hell away.
Yeah, he's certainly jogging for it, isn't he? GH trying to give chase, but with that reflection slowing him down, he will survive. And Miracle's going to make short work of this shrine. And GH isn't done. He just doesn't want Arme to do it. Oh, he's going to get it. Blinks past. He blinks past the CP point.
That was really unfortunate. He blinked forward to the low ground as well. If he'd
just blinked to any other direction, he might have seen him. But
if he'd have blinked to the high ground, I think they would have got him. But and almost got the Scardy on Morph now as well. Just you know, quite farmed at 28 minutes in.
An absolute miracle for LGD to be able to pull this one back, and unfortunately, Miracle's on the other team.
Oh, I see what you did there. Pretty good. Not really.
Oh, hook shot right up onto GH on the high ground, knocking him back down into the Viper, and Arme is ready with the Metamorphosis, and GH does drop.
Yeah, big kill there for LGD. Obviously, GH being the big playmaker for Liquid here. I think Liquid just need to be careful here. They're probably going to be really full of themselves and full of confidence. Just back off, wait for your sanking here. And Miracle's like, absolutely not.
Aegis, so they're not that worried. And Miracle jumping straight in onto this Viper, trying to bring it down. The Laguna Blade with the Aghanims deals through that armor. Now going forwards, trying to bring down armor.
He's turned into the Viper for the corrosive skin and the nether toxin.
And Miracle brings him down. That's the carry. God, he has got the buyback available. Will use it, but he doesn't have the Metamorphosis. I don't think. Miracle trying to find X Nova, and you know what he wants to do. He just blows over the couple of right clicks. Liquid Miracle is getting pretty low.
Playing with fate, isn't he? Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's only the Aegis, but meanwhile the rest of his team is dealing with the buildings, and Miracle, he's not even backing out. And GG is actually called by LGD. Game number 3, it's going to go to Liquid, and it's going to be a 2-1 victory for them. Definitely
great boss status of Liquid. LGD never really got into this game, did they? I think it started off really badly when they gave that double kill to the Morph at the top lane, and ever since then, he kind of just kept pushing his advantage, and they just had no real way to catch him. Their main way was the Beast